Most men think that if a woman is obsessed with them, she will say it directly. They expect clear signs like constant texting, obvious compliments, or emotional confessions. But real female attraction rarely works that way. When a woman is deeply attracted, she often hides behind subtle behavior. She may act normal on the surface, but internally she is emotionally engaged far more than she shows. The biggest mistake men make is looking only for obvious signs. They miss the small details, the micro reactions, and the emotional shifts that actually reveal her true feelings. Attraction is not always loud. In many cases, it is quiet, controlled, and expressed through behavior rather than words. One of the earliest signs is heightened attention. When a woman is interested in you on a deeper level, she starts noticing things about you that others ignore. She remembers small details from conversations you had days or even weeks ago. Something you casually mentioned once suddenly becomes part of her memory. This happens because her mind is naturally focusing on you more than she realizes. Another strong indicator is her desire to stay connected. She will find reasons to talk to you, even when there is no real need. It could be a random message, a small question, or a reaction to something insignificant. On the surface, it looks casual, but in reality, it is her way of maintaining a connection with you because your presence feels important to her. You will also notice patterns in timing. She often reaches out when you're less available or when you are not giving her attention. This is not coincidence. When your energy is not fully available, it creates curiosity in her mind. She starts wondering what you're doing, why you are quiet, and where your attention has gone. That curiosity pulls her back toward you. Another powerful sign is emotional responsiveness. When you give her attention, she becomes more open, more engaged, and more expressive. But when you withdraw slightly, she reacts. She may become more active, try to restart conversations, or subtly regain your focus. This emotional push and pull is a clear sign that your presence is affecting her state of mind. Eye contact is another important layer of attraction. A woman who is secretly drawn to you will often look at you longer than normal. Sometimes she holds eye contact for a second too long, then quickly looks away when she realizes it. Other times, she watches you quietly when she thinks you are not noticing. These moments are small, but they reveal strong internal interest. Body language also changes. Even confident women become slightly different around someone they are attracted to. She may adjust her hair, fix her clothes, or become more aware of how she is sitting or standing. This is not conscious behavior. It is the body reacting to emotional excitement and nervous energy. Another key sign is testing behavior. When a woman feels attraction, she often tests a man's emotional stability without even realizing it. She might tease you, challenge your opinions, or create small disagreements. This is not to create conflict. It is her way of checking your confidence, your patience, and your emotional control. If you react emotionally or become defensive, the attraction weakens. But if you stay calm, grounded, and unaffected, it increases her interest. Because in her mind, emotional stability equals strength, and strength increases attraction. As attraction deepens, she begins to open up emotionally. She shares personal stories, childhood memories, or emotional experiences that she does not easily tell others. This is one of the strongest signs of trust. When a woman lets you into her personal world, she is not just talking, she is connecting. At this stage, conversations become more meaningful. She may ask deeper questions about your life, your thoughts, and your perspective. She is not just making small talk anymore. She is trying to understand you on a deeper level. Another subtle but important sign is comparison. Without saying it directly, she starts seeing you differently from other men. Conversations with others may feel boring or less engaging compared to interactions with you. She may not consciously admit it, but internally she starts placing more value on your presence. The reality is that female attraction is rarely straightforward. It is layered, emotional, and often hidden behind normal behavior. Most men fail to recognize it because they are waiting for direct confirmation. But women rarely express attraction in a simple way at the beginning. Instead, it shows through attention, curiosity, emotional reactions, subtle body language, and gradual emotional opening. When you understand these patterns, you stop guessing and start seeing what is actually happening beneath the surface. And once you start noticing these signs, you realize something important. Sometimes a woman who seems calm, normal, or even slightly distant is actually the one thinking about you the most. Because real attraction is not always loud. Sometimes it is quiet, controlled, and hidden in plain sight.